During air jet weft insertion, if the diameter of the yarn increases by 20%, then the percentage increase in the drag force acting on the yarn would be. So it is a fabric manufacturing process. So during the weft air jet weft insertion part, so what is the drag force? The drag force is the force that pulls the yarn from, that acts on the yarn and it pushes forward. So how it is related? So if you have read about the air jet weft insertion system, then you must be knowing that drag force is equal to pi dl. D is the diameter and L is the length. So it is directly proportional to the diameter of the yarn. So how much the yarn diameter increases, and in the on the equal amount, the drag force will also increase. So the drag force is directly proportional to diameter. So the percentage increase in the drag force is percentage increase in drag force is, and the diameter increases by 20%, so the so it is also increases by 20%. That is, if you have to write 20 times x then divided by x, then it comes out to be 20. So since it is directly proportional, then the value would also be same. Percentage increase in the drag force is also 20. I think it is clear to you. You just need to know what is drag force, what is the formula for the drag force, it is pi dl, and how is drag force related to the diameter of the yarn. So if these concepts are clear, then you can answer this question. Now coming to the next question. So it is also a 1 mark YM question, yarn manufacturing question. It says that if the ratio of the linear densities in denier of two circular fibers is 3, then the corresponding ratio of their diameters rounded off to 2 decimal places is. So you must remember what is the relation between the denier and the diameter. So basically denier is a direct form of count. Denier and tex. Denier is gram per 9000 meter, whereas tex is gram per 1000 meters. So if we talk about denier is pi d square by 4 into L into rho. So if you know the relation between the denier is directly proportional to diameter ka square. So two deniers are given. Linear density in deniers is given as 3. So denier 1 upon denier 2 is equal to d1 upon d2 ka square. So denier 1 upon denier 2, and diameter of the corresponding diameters you have to find, and the ratio of denier 1 upon denier 2 is given as 3. So d1 diameter of 1 upon diameter of 2 chi square is 3. So you have to find the ratio of the corresponding diameters, means ratio of d1 is to d2 you have to find. So d1 upon d2 will come out to be under root of 3. Under root of 3 is 1.732. So would it be the right answer? It is the right answer, but make sure you have to answer this in 2 decimal places. So in 2 decimal places the answer will come out to be 1.73. It is the right answer. So 1.73 is the correct answer. I think it is very much clear to you. This is the basic correlation between the denier and the diameter of the fiber. So now coming to the next question. If the sample size n is 25 and the standard deviation sigma of a population is 2, then the standard error of the means sample mean rounded off to 1 decimal place is. It is a textile testing question of 1 mark NAT. So it is a very simple question. What you should know, what is the meaning of standard error and how it is related with the standard deviation, that is sigma, and the sample size that is represented by n. So if you have read in textile testing, then standard error SE is equal to standard deviation sigma upon root of n. Root n is under root of sample size, so sigma is given out to be 2, and under root of n means under root of 25, means 2 upon 5, that is equal to 0.4. So 0.4 is the right answer, and you have to write it in one decimal place, so 0.4 becomes the correct answer. I think it must be clear to you. Now coming to the next question. So this question says, it is from textile chemical processing part. It is also a 1 mark NET question. It says that the wet expression for a padding mangle is set at 80% if the add-on of a flame retardant chemical on the fabric is 2%, then the concentration in gram per liter of a chemical in the pad bath is. So what you have to find, the what is the concentration of this, what is the concentration, TION, concentration of the chemical in the pad bath. So what is given as, assume that the fabric weight is 100 kg. You have to assume this. Assume that the fabric weight is 100 kg, then the add-on is 2%. So add-on, what will be the add-on weight? Add-on is equal to 2%, means 2 upon 100 into 100, means 2 kg. Means 2 kg. And wet expression is said to be 80%. So 80% of wet expression is 80% on the weight of fabric. So 80%, 80 upon 100 into 100, it comes out to be 80 liters, since the specific gravity must be 1 for this case. So what is the concentration in gram per liter? So the, if you have to find, then the concentration in gram per liter means fabric weight gram. So you have to write it in gram. 2 kg in grams is 2000 grams. 2000 grams upon 80 liters. So the concentration will come out to be 2000 upon 80. 200 upon 8 will come out to be 25 gram per liter. So 25 is the right answer. Then the concentration in gram per liter, it is comes out to be 25. This is the right answer. It must be clear to you. So this is from textile processing. So from every part, that is textile testing, yarn manufacturing, fabric manufacturing, basic textile fibers, and thereafter textile chemical processing, all that is asked. You have seen in the recent past year papers that they are focusing on the basic concepts, not in very depth. You just need to know what is the basic, and they don't ask in generally in 1 mark question, they ask straightforward questions. So I think you should focus on this part also. Now coming to the next question. This is from also from processing, chemical processing. It says that assuming Beer-Lambert's law is applicable for dilute solutions, if the molar concentration of the dye in the solution is doubled, then the percentage increase in the absorbance would be absorbance reflectance. You should know what is this. So it is actually occurs in the dye solution, absorbance. So if we assume that Beer-Lambert's law is applicable. So if you have read about the Beer-Lambert's law, so Beer-Lambert's law says, Beer-Lambert's law, it says that the molar concentration is doubled. So molar concentration is directly proportional to the absorbance. So if we talk about what is the molar concentration is doubled, it is doubled in the second case. So if it is doubled, then the absorbance would also be doubled in the second case. So percentage increase in absorbance would be percentage increase in Absorbance would be absorbance of second minus absorbance of first. Assume it to be x, it is double 2x minus x, and upon the original concentration, assume it to be x, final concentration minus initial upon initial original into 100. So it is x upon x into 100%. So since it is directly proportional, if it is doubled, then it would also be doubled. And if we have to write in percentage increase, so percentage increase is 100% increase in the value of the absorbance. So the 100% absorbance is increased if the molar concentration of the dye in the solution is doubled. I think it is clear to you. So these are all 1 mark questions that we have discussed so far right now, and now we will discuss 2 mark questions, generally assertion reason type of questions, theoretical questions, matching questions, and also NAT type of questions. So it would be slightly difficult comparative to 1 mark question, and they involve bit of calculation and some tricky concepts as well. We will look forward onto this.